Thank you.
Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag?
So the reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed is due to its origins with slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that is the reasoning behind why we do not want it displayed.
The Gadsden flag?
The Don't Tread on Me.
Okay. Which is the Gadsden flag. Okay, so he's, what's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back if it's got the patch on it, because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying to, and then he said you were close. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British. Like that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the Confederate Confederate flag.
Okay, I am
Is there
just here
history
to
that you
enforce.
tell me?
No, I am here to enforce the policy that was provided by the district.
Okay.
And definitely, you have every right to not agree with it. I mean,
Yeah, because the
absolutely.
ACLU says that he's allowed to wear that. If you like go on their website, it's like says in big letters.
All I'm saying is that
Unless there's like a ban on patches, period. Like if you said there's no patches allowed at the school, you cannot display what you think or anything like that, or what cheer or anything like that. I think it's like one-sided, because you allow some patches but not other patches.
Kids have patches like other names and like the American flag and backpacks.
Yeah. That was like flown during the revolution with, I just don't understand that at all.
so what I can do is
And if you go onto the ACLU's website, let's talk to someone, because I don't want a lawsuit.
I can have you speak to Jeff Yoakum again.
Okay.
And then he can refer you to our person at the district.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we're following district policy, is what we're doing.
Okay.
So, the last thing I want is him out of class.
Yeah, I know you too. He
the last
takes
thing
his
I want.
classes seriously.
Yes.
He studies. He wants to get straight A's. He did that. He made honor roll when he was here before.
Yep.
He intends to do that again right now, but it's hard because he keeps missing class for this. So
I understand that.
yeah, and we teach him to always stick up for your beliefs. And you're going over the revolution for 7th grade. The founding fathers stood up for what they believed in against unjust laws. This is unjust.
Okay, like I said, we're upholding a policy that was provided to us, which we have to uphold.
Okay, can you show me where the policy?
Our nation is officially being run by absolute lunatics. That woman, that school official, is a flagrant lunatic. God bless that young man. If you don't know, that's a young fellow by the name of Jaden. He's reportedly 12 years old, and he attends the Vanguard School in Colorado Springs. Now, as you can see, he's starting off the school year by getting himself in a little trouble with school administrators. You see, Jaden's backpack donned the Don't Tread on Me symbol, what's traditionally known as the Gadsden flag patch. It's a symbol, of course, that's been used to emblemize American patriotism forever, since the Revolutionary War. In fact, according to the renowned source Wikipedia, it's widely recognized as the single most popular symbol of the American Revolution. But not at the Vanguard School in Colorado Springs. No, there, according to this administrator, it is a symbol of, you guessed it, racism. A Gadsden flag is a symbol of pro-slavery sentiment and is therefore not to be allowed on school premises. I'm assuming you can have a pride flag. You can have the inclusive trans version of the pride flag. You can have all kinds of pride, but you can't have a flag that has served as a symbol of the American spirit since the very dawn of our nation. No, that is now off limits in our increasingly woke cultural Marxist schools. And what we have to understand here is that this is exactly what cultural Marxism is. Its practitioners have always advocated the total destruction of Western civilization, which they see as incurably Christian and traditionalist, and thus stands in the way of their social and cultural revolution. Our traditions now, according to cultural Marxists, our traditions are the epitome of evil, and they need to be derided and impugned and scorned, whereas everything woke and leftist is to be celebrated and embraced and championed, and if you refuse to do so, then you must be canceled. You must be excommunicated. You are officially branded with the scarlet R. You're a racist. Or the scarlet S, you're a sexist. Or a scarlet T, you're a transphobe. And therefore, you are a legitimate object of hate. You are every bit as rightly scorned and rejected as is the racist, bigoted Western civilization you defend. That's precisely what's being taught in our woke schools today, in our schools that have been taken over by the lunatic left, by woke activists disguised as educators. And you're going to absolutely love how Jaden is responding to this, and the community and Colorado Springs is responding to this as well. Let's just say these administrators are hiding under their desk. It's glorious. But that begs the question, gang. What about you? Are you ready to stand by Jaden and join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular, woke, globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target. We've driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy. We forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG. And now we see our glorious Trump-appointed Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. So don't wait. Click on the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today. We got an update on the latest with Jaden. He's not even remotely backing down. As you heard, his mom is 100% behind him for standing up for what he believes in, which is precisely, of course, exactly what our forefathers stood up for. Jaden reportedly attended school today completely undeterred. Apparently, nobody said anything about the patch. And that's because it looks like a number of community members in Colorado Springs are rising up and letting this woke school know exactly what they think about their cultural Marxist policies. Last night, the school suddenly canceled their back-to-school night due to, quote, unforeseen circumstances. Let me translate that for you. We, the woke activists disguised as educators, are hiding under our desks, cowering from you parents. But obviously, you can't hide forever. And that's especially the case when you have patriots like Jaden standing up for faith, family, and freedom in the face of these pathetic and ridiculous woke assaults. The lesson here, gang, is that when patriotic communities stand together, and Colorado Springs has its share of patriots, home to a number of military installations, but when we band together, the tiny, petulant, weak-kneed woke mobs cower and run. Wokeness is the exact opposite of courage, because courage is a classical, traditional Western virtue, and wokeness hates all Western virtues. But as Jaden demonstrated for all of us, a free people, a self-governing people, must by definition be virtuous. All of our founding fathers believed that civic virtue was indispensable to freedom precisely because only a self-governing people could truly be free. And in order to be self-governing, we had to cultivate a sense of virtue. But in order to cultivate virtue, you had to have faith. You had to have a faith tradition, which are the timeless sources of the eternal virtues. But the only way you can have true faith is if you have freedom, because true faith can't be imposed from you from above. In order to have true freedom, you have to have civic virtue, which requires faith, which requires freedom, which requires virtue, and on and on. You get the interlocking pattern there. This is what Os Guinness refers to as the triangle of freedom. True freedom requires virtue, which requires religious faith, which requires freedom. So this triangle of freedom is an interconnected whole where every part implies the others. And that, my friends, that That golden triangle of freedom is the true bedrock of our republic. And with 12-year-olds like Jaden, that republic is in good hands.